Lottie Jr., I will never, ever forgive you for this.
We might have a lead on what happened to Lily.
We feel like we should check it out.
Yeah, of course. Do whatever it takes to keep the family safe.
So Matt Clark is free.
Just disappeared. Once he was released, he took off.
That means he could be anywhere. He could be on this ranch. How is this happening again?
The Young and the Restless. YNR. Spoilers reveal that the show's written Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, into a corner and has launched some complaints on social media as a result. Adam has undergone a transformation that isn't doing his character any favors, so let's talk about where things stand. Since Adam felt like an outsider for so many years, it's easy to see why he's latched onto this opportunity to be Victor Newman's, Eric Braeden, confidant. Adam has arguably become Victor's most trusted child since he's the one Victor relies on when it's time for dirty tactics. However, the father-son bond Adam's built with Victor has come at a price. Adam doesn't really have a personality anymore other than to be Victor's yes man and go along with whatever outrageous plot his dad orders. There has to be a happy medium between the old bitter Adam who is ready to blow up his family and this version of Adam who's given Victor total loyalty. It's obvious that Jack Abbott's, Peter Bergman, abduction has made Adam uncomfortable. Jack used to be someone Adam considered a good friend, but now Adam was barely even allowed to question Victor's kidnapping strategy in YNR's March 5th episode. Victor barked at Adam and quickly got his assurance that Newman loyalty came above all else. Adam just keeps having to cross lines and accept Victor's risky decisions instead of being allowed to truly push back. Of course, you could argue that Victor's going to do what he wants anyway, so maybe it'd be pointless for Adam to take any sort of stand. Even so, Adam is a dull character when he's constantly seeking Victor's approval and getting on board with dirty plan after dirty plan. Adam has lost all the bite and depth he used to have once upon a time. Do you think Adam is too loyal to Victor? Should Adam grow a backbone and learn to stand up to Victor again at some point? The Young and the Restless spoilers say Adam will keep doing what he's told for now, so stay tuned for any other shocking news Victor might throw at him. Meanwhile, Kyle is likely to pursue another angle. Given his recent history, he may turn to an unlikely source for help, his ex, Claire Newman, Haley Aaron. Despite their breakup, Claire has a strong moral compass and a deep fondness for Jack. As a Newman, she might have insights into her grandfather's operations or be able to sway someone on the inside. However, this puts Claire in a terrible bind. As Soap Dirt notes, Claire hates when Victor does ruthless and devious things, and Jack's kidnapping reminds her of the worst of her grandfather. If Kyle asks her to spy on Victor, it could drive a permanent wedge between Claire and the Newman patriarch, forcing her to choose between blood and what is right. Nikki's suspicion grows. The breaking point of a marriage. While Jack is fighting off Patty and Diane is fighting City Hall, the one person who might be able to end this nightmare is slowly piecing the truth together. Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, begins to suspect that her husband, Victor, is not just playing business hardball this time. He has crossed a line that might be uncrossable. Nikki has been through a lot. She has watched Victor destroy careers, manipulate children, and wage war on the Abbotts for decades. But this feels different. Nikki shares a deep, profound bond with Jack Abbott. He saved her life, he supports her sobriety, and he is her best friend. Knowing how ruthless Victor can be, she confessed to Jack recently that she was really worried that Victor would do something she can never forgive. That premonition is about to come true. On Tuesday, Victor keeps a troubling secret from Nikki, but the Newman matriarch is far too smart to be placated for long. She can see the tension in her children's eyes. She can feel the shift in the atmosphere at the ranch. When Diane and Kyle showed up demanding answers, Victor's stonewalling would have been a major red flag for Nikki. She knows his tells. As the week progresses, Nikki will begin to confront the horrifying truth. The man she loves, the man she has stood by through countless scandals, has resorted to kidnapping to win a business deal. But this isn't just about business. It's personal. Victor has always resented Jack, but his rage boiled over when he saw Jack and Nikki sharing a hug at the ranch. In Victor's mind, this is about reclaiming his territory. Nikki's realization sets the stage for an epic marital showdown. The spoilers for the week ahead hint that Victor and Nikki will reach their breaking point by Friday, March 13th. When Nikki learns that Victor has stranded Jack on a boat with a mentally unstable woman, her reaction will be nuclear. This isn't just a corporate takeover, it's a violation of everything Nikki holds dear. She may finally see Victor not as the powerful protector she married, but as a vengeful tyrant who puts his pride above her happiness and her friendships. The stakes could not be higher. Tuesday's episode is a crucial turning point in this latest Genoa City war. For Kyle and Diane, the hunt is a race against time. Every minute Jack spends with Patty increases the likelihood of psychological or physical damage. They are operating without a net, unsure if Michael Baldwin, Christian LeBlanc, will risk his renewed friendship with Victor to leak the marina location where Jack is being held, or if Phyllis will swallow her pride and her hatred to save the man she once loved. For Nikki, the truth is a knife's edge. Once she confirms her suspicions, her marriage will be shattered. Can she ever look at Victor the same way knowing he deliberately terrorized Jack? Will she stand by him? Or will this be the one scheme too many that finally drives her away? And for Jack, Tuesday is about survival. Stuck on the Jabot yacht with the delusional Patty Williams, he must navigate a seduction attempt that is part fantasy and part threat. Will he play along to stay alive, or will his resistance push Patty over the edge? One thing is certain. In Genoa City, the calm before the storm is over. The tempest has arrived, and by the time it clears, the Newman and Abbott families may never be the same. The Young and the Restless, YNR, recap for Monday, March 9th, reveals that Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, will have a proposal for Victor Newman, Eric Braden, while Patty Williams, Stacey Hayduke, is forced to turn down Jack Abbott's, Peter Bergman, pitch. On the yacht in Monday's YNR episode, Patty will insist she's been rehabilitated, but Jack will obviously be skeptical. Even so, Patty will talk about all the work she did on herself and how she's now seeking redemption. Patty will want to help Jack heal too, and will hope for his forgiveness. After Patty leaves Jack alone for a bit, she'll return with a food and beverage cart. Jack will be reluctant to consume anything, but Patty will taste everything first so he can be sure he's not being poisoned. Once Jack admits he's made mistakes in his past, he'll act like he could possibly find his way to forgiving Patty for her own. However, Jack will need Patty to prove her desire for redemption with her actions and not just words. After Jack suggests they can go to shore together and then go their separate ways, Patty will apologize to Jack since they can't do that. When Jack questions why not, Patty will confess she's not the one in charge here. Back in Genoa City, Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, will inform Phyllis that Jack has been kidnapped and push her to get his contract locked in so he can give Chancellor to Victor. Phyllis will insist Victor's just throwing a tantrum, but Billy will insist